Hola, buenos dias, good morning my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl here, Daniela, Miss Four Lizard, aka the Planning Diva. And today I'm going to be decorating my craft cart with all of the patches that I got on this past road trip. So in case you were wondering where I was, why I wasn't posting, I went on a 9-day long road trip up the California coast. I currently live in San Diego, California, and so me and my boyfriend drove up to Northern California and just hit a couple of state parks and national parks along the way, and it was just absolutely wonderful. It was a magical time, and I was definitely just living in the moment, and I took a little break from social media. I took a break from, emails, work. It was truly a special, beautiful vacation. I'm still in the post-vacation bliss. I really am. But today is actually my first day of my new job, and so I need to get back into it. But anyways, on my road trip, I went to a couple of national parks, state parks, and I've been getting into the habit of picking up patches whenever I visit places or whenever I see a patch that I like. I used to not really be into patches, mainly because I didn't really have a place to put them. I feel like patches are traditionally put on jackets or clothes, and I just didn't really have anything that I felt like I wanted a patch on. Until recently, about a year ago, I got this jacket that I thought would be great to put patches on, and so I started putting patches on it, and I never really got super into it. I don't know, something about the jacket, it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to, and so I ended up stopping putting patches on it, and then I just kind of held on to all the patches that I had collected. And then last Valentine's Day, my boyfriend bought me this amazing little craft cart that you can see in the background here. It's a pretty traditional craft cart. It's pretty large, has a lot of pockets and storage room and like sections to fit in all of your crafting supplies. And honestly, when I first got this cart, I wasn't a huge fan of like the exterior of the craft cart. Blue is not my favorite color. It's probably my least favorite color, to be honest. And it came in this like dark blue color. But I wanted that craft cart because it was their larger craft cart, and the Joann's that I went to, this was the only one that they had in this like format. Now that I've gone to a couple of other Joann's, I've seen carts in different like patterns in this size. Just the one that I went to when I got this craft cart, the only one that they had in this size was in this like color. And then I got the brilliant idea of putting the patches on my craft cart, because the craft cart's material, its exterior material, is kind of like a canvas that is almost like fabricy, and I figured that it could work as like a backdrop for all my patches. And so I tried it out one day. I put on a patch and it stuck, it worked. And so then I just kind of went off, and I put on all of the patches that I had collected at that point. I only had like 4 patches that I had at that point. And so ever since I realized that I could put patches on my craft cart, I've been picking them up. And when I went on my road trip, I made sure to pick up as many patches as I could. And so today in this video, I'm going to be putting those patches onto my craft cart and taking you along with me in the process of, ironing on patches onto my craft cart and just showing you how it's done. So if you're interested in seeing how I put patches on my little craft cart, just keep on watching. This is my super cute craft cart here, and I've already added some patches on the front pockets like I mentioned. And my craft cart, I'm not going to be doing an in-depth review of what's in my craft cart right now. I think I'll do that video eventually, but Right now I'm just going to be adding the patches to my craft cart, but just a brief glimpse into my craft cart. I have a lot of sticker books in here, as well as a lot of scrapbook paper and just various happy planner accessories. And something that I really like about this craft cart is these transparent pockets at the top of the craft cart where I can store some of my smaller crafting items like adhesives, erasers, and inks. But I'm not going to be going in depth into the crafting cart today. So today I am going to be adding some patches to my craft cart. So these are the patches that I'm going to be adding to my craft cart. And actually, 2 of these patches I salvaged from another project, and I'm actually going to be gluing them on instead of ironing them on like these other patches. These were iron-on patches, but because I already ironed them on and then peeled them off another project, they lost their like sticky backing, and so I'm going to be just using this E6000 industrial adhesive to glue them on. But the rest of the patches are just traditional iron-on patches, and I got a bunch on my road trip adventure. I'm really excited to add these patches to my craft cart, and this one actually I got at some other time, but I've been holding on to it. But I'm going to be adding all of these patches to my craft cart, and I think I'm going to grab these 2 and put them here on the bottom of the craft cart like this. And then I actually also have this cutting board here, which I use to kind of act as a backing for the iron. I'll slide it in to the pocket here, and then I'll flip my craft cart so that its back is on the floor, and that way I can put a patch on and then iron it, and I can press kind of hard, and then this cutting board kind of acts as this just this background that I can iron on. And then these patches here I'll probably put like on the top of the craft cart or on another pocket. So let's get into this. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with putting 2 of the iron-on patches here on this bottom pocket of my craft cart. I got the super cute one at Big Sur, California State Park. It was amazing, beautiful beach views. And I'm also gonna put this Monterey Bay Aquarium patch right on top of it. I think these would look really good there, and I love this one so much with the octopus. I love octopods. And then I think I'm going to add this smaller patch. This is a super cute UFO patch that I got in Mexico City a few years back. And actually I need to glue this one because, like I said, this one was salvaged from another crafting project, and so I'm going to need to glue it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with ironing down the Big Sur patch, and then I'll iron down this Monterey Bay Aquarium patch, and then I'll glue on the ufology patch. And so how I iron on patches onto my craft cart, thankfully I got this craft cart that has material, kind of like a fabric type material that allows for patches to be ironed on. I empty out everything that's in the pocket, that's inside the pocket, and then I'll slide in a cutting board here just to provide a little bit of structure and hardness in the background, and then I'll grab my iron and iron it on. So let me grab my iron, and I will just iron on this patch like I would iron on any patch on any material. And I think it should be good now. It took me about a minute, maybe a little bit more, maybe 2 minutes to completely iron down this patch there, but it looks like it's pretty set there. But I would say 1 to 3 minutes of good ironing with an iron on its hottest setting will get your patch to stick on your craft cart as tightly as you need it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of the patches onto my craft cart, and I'll speed things up so it doesn't last 10 minutes, but let's get into adding the rest of the patches onto my craft cart. So this is what my craft cart ended up looking like. Here in the bottom pocket, I ironed on these two patches and glued on this patch here, and I think it turned out super cute. I'm almost completely have filled up this this bottom pocket here. I have room for one more patch here, a small one, but we're gonna be adding a couple more patches to the top of the craft cart. So I'm going to be adding them up here, and I actually emptied out all of the stuff I had in these pockets on the underside of the top, just in case, you know, because I'm going to be ironing, so I didn't want anything to happen to the stuff in here. And I'm pretty sure that these pockets will be okay, because they were okay in these smaller pockets, so I'm hoping that they'll be fine with the ironing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be adding these 3 patches and another patch that I have kind of laying to the side here that I'm going to be gluing on. Oop. So these are the patches I'm going to be ironing on, so I'm going to get into it. And I will still be using this cutting board just on the underside of the top here, but hopefully this will be providing enough support for me to iron on the patches. Okay, so I finished ironing on all the patches, or gluing on the patches, and this is what the top looks like now. It's super cute and I love how it turned out. So just a little bit about the patches that I have on my craft cart in case you're interested in knowing where I got them from. I've picked them up from all sorts of places, mostly state parks, national parks, but I have one or two that are from just random stores. So this California one, is from Descanso Gardens in Los Angeles. I got it when I was visiting the gardens with one of my best friends, and I just love how it's very like representative of California, which is where I'm from. And this one I got on our last road trip up the California coast. I had to get it when I got this one at Channel Islands National Park, and it's the classic National Park geek symbol, which I love so much because I love national parks. And this one up here I actually got this one in Mexico City when I was visiting with my family. They had there was like a stand on the street that was selling all sorts of patches, and I picked up some super cute ones. I got this Air Force Commander one. And then this one is from the Channel Islands National Park, the same park that I got the National Park Geek sticker at. And I just visited this national park for the first time on our road trip. So it was one of my favorite, it was one of the highlights of the road trip, and I just can't wait to go back to the Channel Islands. And then for the patches on the front pockets of the craft cart, I have quite a bit now. This one is one of my favorite patches that I have. This is a pug patch. I also got this at in Mexico City, again from that same like stand on the street that was selling tons of patches. And of course I had to get this pug patch because I have a pug, Bugs the pug. And then this patch here, this little mushroom guy, is a present from my wonderful boyfriend, Steven Brennan, who's actually the lead filmographer, director of this entire video, and he's right now holding the camera and shaking his head at me and helping me film this video. And he got it for me in a little shop in Austin, Texas, where he is currently living, and it's super cute. He knows how much I love mushrooms. And actually, Steven is the man who bought me this entire craft cart for Valentine's Day. So thank you, babe. This patch right here is from the California State Park patch, and I got this at the Torrey Pines State Park here in San Diego, and it's just the classic California State Park logo. And it's again, like, California parks are really near and dear to my heart because I'm from here and I've just gone to so many, so I had to get this patch. And then this patch is also from my boyfriend Steven. He got me this super cute Snoopy patch. I don't even know where he got it from, but he just gave it to me one day, and it was one of the first patches I ever had, and so I added it to my craft cart. And then these patches down here on the bottom pocket, this one is the Torrey Pines State Reserve patch. So this is a park in San Diego, and it is actually right next to UC San Diego, where I did graduate school, and I spent a lot of days at that state reserve, and so I wanted to get a patch from there. This super cute ufology patch, it's a small one. I got this the same patch stand in Mexico City where I got the pug patch from, and it was super cute because it's all pink and it's just this cute little design of a UFO saucer kind of abducting a cow, and I just love how it looked, so I had to get that one. And then this patch up here is from Anza Borrego State Park in San Diego. It's this beautiful desert about 2 hours east of San Diego City, and I've been there so many times, camped there so many times, and so I had to get a patch from there. And then these two patches are patches I just got on our road trip. This one is from the Monterey Bay Aquarium. I just visited there during our road trip, and it was such a beautiful, amazing aquarium. It was super busy when we went, and I just had to get a patch to commemorate the visit. And of course I got the patch with the octopus on it because I love octopuses, and we actually got to see their octopus when we were there. And then this patch down here is from Big Sur, a California state park that we visited on our road trip, and it was such a gorgeous place. Big Sur actually hosts the southernmost redwoods in the state. So the California redwood, that huge red tree, they're usually found more in the north of California, but they do stretch all the way to Big Sur area, and so you can see California redwoods as south as Big Sur, and so that was really cool. So I got a patch from the state park. And then this last patch here on this side is one of my all-time favorite patches. This patch I got in Austin when I was visiting my boyfriend. We went to a museum, a Mexican-American Museum of Art, and that museum had a gift shop just full of super cute kind of Latino inspired things. And so I got this patch which says La Concha, and it's kind of in the style of a loteria card, which is like a Mexican bingo, and it was just really super cute, and so I ended up putting it here in my craft cart. So those are all of my patches on my craft cart, and I just love it so much. It looks super cute, and it's kind of just like it has so much history of all the places I've been and everything I've seen, and I think it turned out really, really cute, so I'm happy with it. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Ya no sabes lo que pasa. El primer verso.